It's Week 17 of the 2023 season, and we'll see the versatile Deebo Samuel. He starts play fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the 49ers and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin, as always, joined by my good friend Charles Davis. As CD, you look at the Niners in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Prescott on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 to the 32.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now this throw caught left side. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And Lance now to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and 1, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. McCaffrey running up the middle.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Lance looks to throw again.
This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Throwing now is Lance.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they can...
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the 49ers have got it back to within a score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Inside give to Elliott.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This one fielded at the 5.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
And he's got it. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Deebo Samuel.
His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage.
And it's second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Lance and the 49ers now. First and 10.
At their own 42.
He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
From the 44,
Lance. They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing on first down is Lance. That's complete to the tight end Warner. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first and 10, here's Lance. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10.
Again, it's Lance.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And they'll run again.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the 49ers have taken the lead.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
First down, Prescott.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Prescott. He's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Prescott yet again. Being chased out left.
Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
From the 6 and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Lance.
Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Got an open man, it's McCloud.
He's got the first down and more than that.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Prescott. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
Now, I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk,
72 yards.
And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Lance going to try to throw for this.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter.
On second down, Elliott once more.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
91 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down.
Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now here in Santa Clara. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Prescott
able to hit his target, Lamb.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
The Lance going to throw.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. CD, I know from working with you that you're about as old school as they come. Your thoughts on throwing that ball from the 1-yard line?
Yeah, I just got done walking my dinosaur, as you well know, and ordinarily I'm screaming, run the football from the 1-yard line. But if you are going to throw it, just take extra care. That didn't happen there, and they turned the ball over.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Drake Jackson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Prescott to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession up.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch out now. 50, smash, red. Blue strike. White, white. Red.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Okay, right.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he will find his man Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel. 27 yards. And the Niners extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Prescott yet again. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on second and 16, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49 D as they score the touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Completes it again to Gage.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To the air again, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. To throw again on second down. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Let's go. Ball red. Yellow blue. Stick. Mega. You. Yellow. Red. Yellow. Hut. Hut.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as it